Hey YouTube. It is January 9th, about 3:30. I have some very good news. Friday night, I talked with my mom. Kind of came out to her, kind of not, but kind of, pretty much. Uh, we had a pretty cool evening. We went to a church talk at a diocesan conference in Reno, so that was kind of fun. And then we went to a basketball game, and then we ended up going out for a drink at Chili's, which is kind of funny because we never do that. But so we got to spend the whole evening together, and I made her dinner and everything like that. So we had fun. And then before we went to bed, I just kind of mentioned that I was surprised that she hadn't asked me about how therapy was going, considering I told her in October that I was going back for therapy. And she was like, "Oh, well, I thought you would tell me when you felt right to tell me." So kind of started the conversation, and then I just told her. It took a minute to get it out, but I just told her that I went back because I'd always had questions about my gender and my gender identity, and I asked her if she knew what that meant, and she said absolutely. Because I guess when I was little, they took me to therapy for not necessarily gender identity, but problems having to do with it. Because I got picked on when I was in elementary school a little bit by a lot of the other boys, and they took me to therapy to help me with problem solving skills and I guess how to stick up for myself, which I didn't even remember. I didn't remember that at all. So that's kind of interesting. So she wasn't shocked at all. Uh, Obviously a little overwhelmed, and I'm sure she still is, and processing and just trying to deal with this because obviously it's big, but didn't act shocked at all. She basically said thank you for telling me, and that she and my dad would love me no matter what and support me whatever I choose to do. So it was really good. Definitely a big burden off the shoulders. I didn't actually come out and say, I am transsexual and I want this, this, and this, these kind of changes. Because I'm not really sure even for myself what I want at this point, and I didn't want to overwhelm her with that, so I just gave her the basic info and I told her, so you might want to start reading and you might want to start researching yourself, and if you want me to give you any information, I have tons. And I told her as questions arise, just write them down and I'll answer anything she wants. Um, she didn't have too many questions. Obviously, she was a little overwhelmed. So, but I don't know. It meant a lot to me that she just kind of hugged me and said, "We love you no matter what." So it was really good. I haven't really talked to her since. I talked to her the next day briefly, and she's like, "Well, we'll continue our conversation from last night, as things progress." And so that was basically it. I have a feeling she might seek out a counselor for herself or a therapist, which is very good because she had talked about it. There is one, I think, gender therapist in Reno, but that's about it. So we might go to that together. Whatever she needs from me, I'll try to do my best. And then we were kind of talking about how it would be coming out to my dad because he's a little more. I think he'll be a little more difficult. He'll understand and he'll be totally supportive, but he's going to take a little more time. I'm sounding like my dad is not a good person, but he's amazing. He is my best friend, and that is the difficulty of it, is that we are so close, and so it can be a little shocking to him. But it was just kind of funny talking to my mom because she's like, we've always kind of known you were very. She said I always had my own walked my own beat of the drum in life or something like that. She's like, from a very young age, you were very adamant about who you were, and there was no changing you. So that was kind of funny. And so she said, they kind of had to let me live how I wanted to live, because I wasn't having dresses or anything like that. So that was funny. And what else did she say? She just mentioned a couple of things I said when I was younger that kind of clued them in about when we were watching something, and I was like, there is too much testosterone. I want testosterone or something like that. And I had a fourth grade autobiography I had to write one time, and we had to discuss our name and where we got our name. And so I talked about my birth name, and then I said somewhere in there that I don't really like my name. I'd much rather be called like Curtis or John or something. And I wrote that in the paper, and I read it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, early age. But yeah, so not shocked. I'm repeating myself, but I don't care. So she's not shocked at all, and I'm very happy that she knows now because now I can talk to her about it. And that was my biggest thing, is that I want to be able to talk to my mom. And yeah, other things. What else is going on? Oh, I just finished making a slideshow video or whatever of my life in pictures, and I'll upload that after this one. My computer's really gonna hate me. Oh, and I went shopping last week. Bought my first pair of boys jeans. Since I was probably like 13 or something, so they're pretty cool. I like them. I got the Levi Slim Fit, whatever, 514s. So I really like them. I haven't really worn them out yet, just because I'm not passing while I'm out. I'm choosing not to yet. Probably, I don't know when, April, May, just because I'm right in the middle of school and all my classmates and stuff, so maybe start over the summer, so we'll see. Don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I'll upload that video, and and I also wanted to say thank you to everyone else who's been on YouTube, talking and just sharing information. It's been very helpful, especially about coming out. Oh, the other thing, another thing I wanted to talk about is that I am going to purchase my first binder here soon. I've been reading a lot and, watching a lot of videos about what's recommended, and I think I'm going to go with the Underworks Tri-Top one. Just, people seem to like it the best. I'm kind of nervous about buying one just because you just don't know if it's going to fit properly. I measured myself, like Underworks said, and so I know that I'm a small, which is funny because I'm never a small in anything. So, going to get my first binder. I don't think I'm not going to bind in public yet, but I enjoy getting to be me at home and in my room. So I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, that's about it. So, God, this video sucks. Man, I don't know what I'm saying. That's alright, I'll edit it. Alright, talk to y'all later. Bye.